We'll be seeing minerals and rocks chapter. So, minerals and rocks. So, how we say elements or materials in life is made up of atoms. So, in the same way, rock should be also made up of some building block, fundamental block, right? So, we'll see what is that fundamental block. So, the fundamental thing is elements. After elements join together, they form minerals, and then one or more minerals together form rocks. So this is how the order goes on. So now let's see what are the different types of minerals. In minerals also we have again categories. So let's see them. In minerals we have two categories. One is metallic minerals and the other one is non-metallic minerals. So what is the difference between these metallic and non-metallic minerals? See, metallic minerals are those minerals which have the properties of metal. What are the properties of metal? There are some properties of metal like ductile, malleability, they can be formed into thin sheets, they can be formed into wires, they are not broken. So there are some properties. If those properties are satisfied by a particular mineral, then we say that it is a metallic mineral. And if it does not satisfy those properties, then we say it as a non-metallic minerals. So now again in metallic mineral there is again three types of classification. First one is precious metals, like what we use or wear in our day-to-day life, say like gold, silver, platinum. All these are precious metals, right? Then next the other category is ferrous metals. Ferrous metals are those metals which has a iron content and other metals mixed with iron to form various kind of metals. So example you can take is steel. The in short you can remember that you can say that ferrous metals are those metals which has iron content in it. Those are called as ferrous metals. And then last one we have is non-ferrous metals, like those metals which does not have a iron in them, say like copper, zinc, tin, aluminium. These do not have. So ferrous minerals, iron, precious metals, sorry, precious metals, yeah, gold, silver, platinum, etc. Okay, so yeah, this is about metallic minerals. Now let's come to non-metallic minerals. Example of non-metallic minerals are like sulfur, phosphate, cement. You have to know that cement is a mix of non-metallic minerals. It's a mix of non-metallic minerals, okay, and many more. Let's write etc. So this is about minerals. Okay, now minerals is done. Now let's go to study what are the types of rocks, like what are the varieties of rocks. So clear with minerals, right? Okay, let's study about rocks. So in rocks we have three types of rock. First one is igneous rock, then we have sedimentary rock, and then finally we have a metamorphic rock. So let's study what these rocks means, like how are they formed basically. So igneous rock, say there is a volcanic eruption at particular place, then lava pours out, and when this lava cools down on the surface of the earth, one type of rock is called, that is igneous rock, which is of extrusive form, means outside its form. There is another type of igneous rock which is formed inside. We might have studied in last chapter, in third chapter, that is a structure of earth. There we studied about the volcano, right? There also we studied intrusive form of rocks are there. Intrusive form of rocks are those rocks which cool down in the if magma cools in the interior of the earth, that is known as intrusive rock. I don't remember if I've said you this or not. Let me explain it here. See, when the magma is inside earth, it's called as magma, but when the same magma comes outside earth, it is called as lava. Inside, magma, okay, and outside if it comes, then it's called as lava. Okay, this one thing. And intrusive forms of rock, igneous rocks, are those rocks which are solidified in the earth. They don't come outside in volcano, they just solidified here itself in the earth and they form a different shape. Those are intrusive form of igneous rock. Igneous rock in simple is that solidified from magma and lava. Okay, so then if these magma and lava are solidified at depth, that is inside, then it is slow cooling process, right? Slow cool. Since it's getting slow cool, it has a large grain. Okay, and if it solidifies on the surface, that is extrusive form, then fast it cools, because see, there is a effect of temperature, there is a role of temperature and atmosphere things on that lava, so it cools faster compared to depth. So since it cools faster, it has a small grain. Okay, that's one thing you should remember. Then yeah, that's all about the igneous rock. Yeah, one more thing is, what are the examples of igneous rock? You have quite few examples like granite, basalt. Let me write it here so it's easy for you. Granite, basalt, gabbro, then pegmatite, tuff, volcanic breccia. So these are some of the examples of igneous rock. So clear with igneous rock idea. Now let's go to sedimentary rock. If you have any doubts, I would ask you to watch this video again, and I'm sure all your doubts would be clear. Okay, now let's go to sedimentary rocks. In sedimentary rocks, what happens is, it's a result of deposition of fragments of rocks by exogenous process. Say there are pieces of rock, due to weather the rock might be cut into small pieces like different rocks. So now what happens is, all these are deposited together to form a sedimentary rock. So this one will be a rock. So this is known as sedimentary rock. In sedimentary rock, the one thing that you have to understand is lithification. The word called lithification. Lithification means what? These deposition of fragments of rocks is known as lithification. Like, all these are fragmented pieces of rocks. When they deposit, this is known as lithification. So this is about a sedimentary rock. Some of the examples of sedimentary rocks are tillite, conglomerate, limestone. I'll write it here. Limestone, sandstone, chert, gizrite, coal, shale, halite, potash, etc. And one more thing you have to know in the sedimentary rocks is, sedimentary rocks can be formed in three ways. Okay, I'll change the color of pen to differentiate here. Yeah, so see, sedimentary rocks can be formed by three ways. One, it is mechanically formed. Like, mechanical means pressure. When you apply a pressure, then it's when different fragments of stones, like the fragments of stone, are pressurized to be at particular place by the environmental conditions, sedimentary rock is formed. That is mechanically formed. the other one is organically formed, and the last one is chemically formed. So there are three ways in which sedimentary rocks can be formed. So this is about a sedimentary rocks. Now let's move to metamorphic rock. What is metamorphic rock? Metamorphic rock is formed out of a present rock that undergoes recrystallization, like it change in the form. Say there is a rock here. This rock undergoes some recrystallization, like change in form, and it forms some other rock, say this rock. So this is rock 1, this is a rock 2. You form from rock 1 to rock 2 due to environmental conditions. So this is known as metamorphic rock, and this is formed when the rock undergoes recrystallization. Okay, so this one is clear. And now some important terms that we often hear in metamorphic rocks are foliation, or lineation. Then we hear a word called banding. First one, second one. See, I'll show you with the pictures here what does the foliation and lineation mean. See, foliation is repetitive layering of a metamorphic rock. See, you can see here, right? There is one layer over here, the black layer. Then you have some other color layer. Then you have here a brown layer. Then you have some white patches here. So foliation means repetitive layering of metamorphic rock. And then this is an example of banding. What does banded rock means? So banding means a different, just a minute, it's a color wise arrangement of rocks. So see here, you can see the color wise arrangement of a rock. Like see, red color is there, then you have some black color, then red color is there. It's a color wise arrangement of rocks. Color wise arrangement of, it's a color wise arrangement of rocks is known as banded rock. Here this is a banded iron formation. Whatever rock you're seeing, this is a banded iron formation. Okay, like the iron, the red one is the iron, it's the iron is banded here. Okay, this is about a banding. And different types of metamorphic rocks are there. Now let's see that. There's no space here, I'll write down here. Yeah, metamorphic rocks, there are two types, two ways in which metamorphic rocks can be formed. One is dynamic metamorphism, then you have thermal metamorphism. So what is thermal metamorphism is, say there is a rock here and there is some high temperature in the surrounding, so, or on the rock itself, like there is some fireball falling on the rock, like something like that, then the metamorphic rock, the rock undergoes a change to form a rock 2. The rock 2 is metamorphic rock. So this is due to thermal metamorphism. That is, thermal means we know it is temperature. The word thermal represents temperature. The metamorphic rock formed due to temperature change is called as thermal metamorphism. Here there is a chemical change. Okay, and in dynamic metamorphism, chemical change is not present. Okay, in thermal metamorphism, it can be due to contact or it can be due to regional. Just a minute. See, if the rock is coming in contact with temperature, like a high temperature around, then it is regional. if it's in the region it's there. And if rock is directly coming in contact with change in temperature, then it is known as contact metamorphism. And examples of metamorphic rocks are slate, quartzite, cyanite, phyllite, which we have seen here. This is a phyllite. Then you have a graphite, then etc. So these are an example of metamorphic rock. So now we are done with what are the basic things with which rock is done, that is elements. Then we saw different types of minerals, then we saw different types of rocks, example of those rocks, different varieties in those rocks. Now let's see how these rocks change from one form to another form. Like, how do igneous rock change to sedimentary rock to metamorphic rock, then metamorphic to sedimentary, all this. If you see your book, just a minute, I'll tell you the page number, or give me a minute, I'll take a photo and I'll just show you. So yeah, if you see here, see, first igneous rock, because when volcano eruption takes place, lava comes out, we have seen it, right? Like, then when that lava cools down on the surface of earth, or when this volcano, the lava is inside the earth and it cools down somewhere here, then these two kinds of rocks are called as igneous rock. So once igneous rock is there, it can be formed to metamorphic rock. What is metamorphic rock? There is change in form of a rock, it's called metamorphic rock. So it can form to metamorphic rocks, or it can break to sediments, and then sediments join together to form a sedimentary rock. So igneous rock can be formed to metamorphic rock or sedimentary rock. Okay, now next let's see about sedimentary rock. So now sedimentary rock is formed from igneous rock, you would think. Okay, then this sedimentary rock can be broken again to form, see, there is one rock which is formed from small sediments. Now this rock can be again broken down to form again small sediments, right? So this sediments can be formed again to form sedimentary rock, or they can go change in form. So let me write here metamorphic rock, just a minute. See here, we have written, right? Let's write here, what is metamorphic rock? Change in form of rock is metamorphic rock. Okay, many people have confusion between sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Sedimentary rock is formed from sediment. Metamorphic rock is formed when a particular rock undergoes a change in form. Okay, that's a metamorphic rock. So now this sedimentary rock can be either formed to a metamorphic rock, or it can be melted when this particular rock, say there is one rock and it goes down the earth due to environment, say earthquake or something, then it melts, because we know that under, like, as we go depth inside the earth, the temperature increases due to, you tell me the reasons. I have taught you in the first lesson, that first lesson in the sense third lesson in your textbook and first lesson in this series, that is interior of the earth. There I have taught you why does a temperature increase as we go down the surface, down the earth, like depth of the earth. And comment me in the comment section. Okay, comment the answer. So then next, due to melting, it can be it goes down the earth and melting happens. From there the magma is formed. So this is about the sedimentary rock. So now let's move next to metamorphic rock. what is metamorphic rock? Like, what can happen to metamorphic rock? Either it can be also melted to form a magma, or it can be broken down into sediments to form a sedimentary rock. So this is about a metamorphic rock. So we have covered everything. Yeah, igneous rock, here one we have left. Igneous rock can also be melted to form a magma. So this is a rock cycle. It's just to show that igneous rock can form both sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Sedimentary rock can not form igneous rock. It should first melt to magma, then igneous rock can be formed. Same with metamorphic rock. So I hope this is clear to everyone. Just a quick revision. We saw what are the basic components, like basic building block of rock, that is elements. Then we saw different types of minerals, then we saw different types of rocks, and we saw the rock cycle, right? Yeah, that's it. Just let me write here, this is a rock cycle. So yeah, that's it. Minerals and rocks chapter is done. Yeah, thank you.